Welcome back, students. So, the previous session I told you the meaning of organizing, right? As I told you, organizing is a process where we identify the activities, group the activities, and make a relationship between the jobs. So, who has to report whom and who has to do which job, right? So, when I am going to say the definition of the word organizing, it means identification and grouping the activities and assigning the duties and responsibilities and and establishing the relationships between the job. Let us see what are the steps that we follow in the process of the organizing. First thing, as I told you in the definition part itself, identification and division of work. First, we have to identify the activities. So, which activity I have to do? Say, for example, in an organization, there are so many activities. Say, for example, production. So, if I am saying production, my process of organizing should relate it to the work of production, right? When I am saying packaging, it's related to packaging. When I am saying transporting, it relates to the transporting, right? So, that there are so many steps which we have to follow in the process of organizing in relation to complete a job successfully, right? So, first I need to identify the activity and divide the work. In an organization, we see different departments, right? So we see HR department, we see production department, we see finance department, we see marketing department, transportation, so many departments we see. So why do we need this departmentalization? ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ second thing is departmentalization itself, right? So what it means? So in the last class when I told you that I am having a food committee, I am having a stage committee, I am having a welcoming committee, I am having a reception committee. So first, when I identify a job, I divide the work according to the nature of the job, right? Say for example, in your student's life, right? So your exams are nearing. So what is your work now? You have to prepare for your exams. So that is what the identification of activities. Then what will you do? You will not study all the 6 subjects at a time, right? Can you study? You can study, but you cannot memorize or you cannot get the contents, right? In the same way, in organizations or in any work, if all the work is done by all the people, there is no profit in that, or there is no fun in making all the work by all the people, because every work has to be done by a person who is having the knowledge of that work, right? So why we define different departments like production? In production, we take the persons who is having the knowledge of production. In HR, we take the persons who is having the knowledge of human relations, HR policies, right? Labor laws, right? So that's why when I am saying your exams are nearing, you have to prepare for your examinations. So how do you prepare? You divide your work. Today I will study this much, right? Tomorrow I will study, or today from 5 to 6 this subject, from 6 to 7 I will take some rest, and 7 to 8 this unit or some other subjects. You can go for 2 subjects or 2 or 3 sessions of reading a same subject, right? So but you never study 6 subjects at one time, right? So in the same way, when we are telling a organization, the organizations are the houses which gives us the supply of materials which we require for our day-to-day life, right? So but what is happening here? Can anyone guess how that products come to us? So whether the products come to us, just the organizations drop their hand from a basket and pick the material and give to you? No, it's not like that, right? It's not like that. It has to go through so many processes. Even the top management till the lower management, means from a CEO to a attender, right? So everyone's efforts are involved in making a product, right? So division of work, we divide the work, right? So in production itself, if I take, so as I told you, there are different activities from giving an input to having an output. There are so many processes which are involved. So who will take care of process 1? Who will take care of process 2? Who will take care of process 3? So first thing, identification and division of work. Second, departmentalization means according to the nature of work, I make the departments, right? Means what I do is when I identify the work, I will group that work. I will group that work and assign the duties to the concerned persons who will take care of it. That is known as departmentalization. Grouping of work and assigning the duties is known as the departmentalization. What I do here, as I told you in organization, I am having a separate HR department, separate marketing, separate production, separate R&D and like that, right? So according to the nature of work, according to the knowledge of the employees, I divide the work and give the work to the persons. So as in your example, as I told, I will give the food related work to the food committee, reception related work to the reception committee, right? Guest decoration stage to that committee. So the committee is what I have made, right? So how is there? ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ so that the person will concentrate on his work. So when I have having the food committee, the food committee will take care of the activities related to food only, supply of food, having of food only. They will not interfere into stage work. So they can concentrate on their work. Means we can concentrate on the work if we are having the departmentalization, right? So in the organizations also, we are having separate packing departments, we are having separate production department. So the production will make the production, the packing department will make the product, make the packing, and the transport department will move the products from the one place to the other place. Every work is being done by the separate persons or separate departments which have been assigned to do that work. Third one, assignment of duties. As I told you, after departmentalization, so after I made the different departments, HR, production, marketing, transporting, like that, I will assign their duties, what they have to do. So in your example, as I told you, so if I am telling food committee, so what they have to do means they have to give the order of food, they have to prepare the food menu, they have to bring the food to the spot, they have to distribute the food, they have to clean the utensils, everything work related to the food committee, they will do the work, assignment of the duties. So what is the work of reception committee? Reception committee will take care of the persons who are coming. They will register the persons, registration related work that will be done by the reception committee. Stage committee, they will all have all the arrangements which are needed for the stage. That may be the stage screen, tables, vases, guest arrangements, everything will be done by the stage committee. So that is assignment of duties. Which person have to do what work? That is because here when I am giving a separate work to the separate persons, they can concentrate on their work, right? So even though I have made a departmentalization work, I am having a food committee. So in that food committee, there will be several persons. Assignment of duty. Person A will do this, person B will do this, person C will do this, right? So likewise, I will assign the duties. And the fourth one, establishing reporting relationships. So I have identified the activities, I have grouped the activities, I have made the departments, I have given the duties. So but how could I know that whether the duties which have been assigned are being performed as planned or as assigned? ನಾವು ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಅವರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನ್. ನೀವು ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ನ ಕೇರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯುವರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ? You have to submit the same registration sheets to a person, right? So that may be your leader, that may be your boss, that may be your manager. Because when we will not do this, we will not have the accountability. ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ, say for example I will tell you that you have to do this work, you have to complete this assignment today evening, within today evening. So what will you do? So you will complete. So tomorrow when I came, I didn't ask you for the assignments. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So at that time what we will do? When next time I will give you the assignments, you will not prepare your assignments. Why? Because you think that anyway sir is not going to asking, right? Anyway the sir is not going to ask anything. So let it be, enjoy, right? Likewise in organizations also, so when there is no reporting relationship, so there is no leader or there is no boss, the employees will do as they want. That's why establishing reporting relationship. So after you register all the candidates, you have to submit it to the concerned person. Say for example in a college like environment. So here identification and division of work, we are having separate departments for science and commerce. So identification and division of work, so it means in a college the main work is teaching, right? So I will identify what are the subjects for commerce and what are the subjects for science. Then division of work means we divide the work, means business study will take care by Sharif sir, accounts will be taken care by Usha madam, CS will be Ranjita madam, Kumar sir will take economics, right? So likewise in science also PCMB 4 different lecturers will be there. Departmentalization, we are having science department and commerce department. Assignment of duties, so what a lecturer has to do, and establishing reporting relationships. So we have to report our work to the principal, right? So what we have done, right? So what we are doing, the principal is responsible for taking the work from us, right? So in an organizations also, here if just we allocate the work and leave it, the work will not be completed. So that's why we have to have a reporting relationship. So these are the steps which we follow in the process of the organizing. In the next class we will discuss about the importance of organizing and what are the different organizing structures. Thank you.